I'm standing in front of my 1983 380 SL. This is an R107 convertible, for those of you who are not familiar with Mercedes-Benzes. But every time I go to work on this engine, I kind of dread it. You want to know why I dread it? Because watch, this is what happens. You get down in the engine compartment here, you start working away, and by the way, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm getting ready to change the fuel injectors, and I'm going to film the whole operation. But you'll be working away, you know, and all of a sudden you go, ouch, oh, and you'll back out, and you'll hit the corner of this grill shell, and it's sharp down there. Now, I have thought of a number of ways, including cutting a tennis ball and taping it on the corner of the hood. But doing the injectors is a pretty big job, so I'm going to be in there a lot. And I stood back yesterday and said, you know, I'm going to try something. At first I said, okay, let's take the hood off. I'm sure some of you have taken the hood off, these R107s, just so you can work on the engine. The problem with taking the hood off, if you have original paint, you damage the nice paint on those bolts. And protecting the hood while it's off the car is a problem. And then you've got the alignment issues when you go to put it back on. So I said, man, I wish this thing went straight up in the air like a 123. You know, you want to know what? I bet you the engineers that designed the hood on the W123 were under the W116, R107, and hit their own heads enough times. This is, we got to do something about this. So I'm there with this R107. I want to do something about this. And I got to thinking, how maybe I can get the hood not straight up, but at least high enough that I'm not hitting my head in the corner of this grill shell. The hood hinge on this R107 is a pretty simple design. You know, it has one pivot point here. It's attached with this clip, has a spring, and then a hinge line back here, but there's no lever. There's nothing you can release to get it to go up. There's no strut that will help you like in the W201 and so on. But I'm looking at this right back here on this hinge point, and I'm seeing I've got some room here. I've got my finger that can go in here, and this isn't close to touching the paint. So I got to thinking, I wonder how high I can actually lift the hood if I just remove this clip and pull this arm off the hood attachment point. All right, take a close look. This is the factory opening, and I've released that hood hinge on the right side. I'm going to pull off the left side. You got to be very careful about, okay, that's down. Now let's see very slowly. Let's see how high I can take the hood. I'm watching here. I'll probably end up hitting the wipers. Oh, wow, can you believe that? Now I just have to figure out how to keep it in this position while I'm working on the engine. You have to admit, that's kind of amazing how high we can actually get the hood on this car. Look at the difference. You have 6 or 7 inches that has gone beyond the factory setting with this original hinge. So I got to looking here, and I said, okay, what I have to do is build some sort of a bar or rod that connects to this point here and connects down here to this bolt that holds the fender on the body. So this is what I came up with. There you have it. That's my modified hood raiser for the R107. There's the hole I drilled in the bottom of this strut, and I'm going to reinstall this bolt. I put some tape on the corners to keep from scratching the paint. And I'm going to just snug this bolt down. I'm not going to tighten it completely, just enough so it's secure. And then take a look at this top piece here, see? I've drilled that a large hole so it fits in there. So I'm going to have someone else hold the hood up while I push this on and put the clip back on. If you've never seen this before, I guarantee you're probably thinking, hey, that's amazing. It's quite shocking how much higher it is. Look at where it was before. I'm standing in this position. Now look at it. Now look how easy it is for me to get in here. I've got better lighting, more room. I can work in the engine compartment, and when I stand up, look at that. I missed the corner of this grill shell. Now, what could be better than this?